As a fun introduction to this video, I just want to say that I just spoke for 14 minutes without recording. So I'm starting over now. It's fantastic, I'm very happy. So you want to be a cosplayer, that's super cool. In this video you're gonna learn what you need, the challenges that you might face, and what it will bring you to cosplay. So let's start! So what you're gonna need a phone. It can be any phone, iPad, whatever you have on hand. It doesn't have to be a big camera. I mean, if you want to take eventually the big landscapes and really cool shots, you're gonna have to invest in a big camera. But even then, with your phone, it's probably enough, unless you sell prints and it has to be like super high quality. Then you're gonna need a cosplay. For cosplay, there are some little points that I'm gonna tell you. Either you can make or buy your cosplay. In my opinion, making the cosplay is more expensive, but that's just me. Also, if you buy, you will not be able to enter a masquerade, from what I understood. I never entered one, so personally I don't know, but what I understood is that you have to make your cosplay to enter the masquerade for the contest. Aside from that, the character that you're gonna pick, there are a few things to consider. If you don't want to wear contacts, you might want to think about a character that maybe has the same color of eyes as you, although it doesn't really matter. It has to be a character that you love, because the part of cosplaying, playing is actually playing the character. So if you don't know what this character likes or dislikes or does in life, you are losing part of the cosplay experience, because costume and play means that you get in costume to play this character for a day, an hour, whatever. So keep that in mind. Also, as far as the price is concerned, for the buying option of this, if you want to buy, you can buy on AliExpress, Make Costume, Pro Cosplay, there are many. My only suggestion is that you look at the reviews, make sure it's okay, and also another suggestion is maybe if you don't want to pay too much, maybe invest in sports anime cosplays, because it's basically shorts and t-shirts, so it's not going to be too expensive for you for a starter cosplay. So obviously you gotta like the anime and the character, but that I would go this route if you don't want it to be expensive to start. So you're gonna need some creative skills. You're gonna need to stand out in your shots among the sea of cosplayers that there is. You need to stand out. So if you always do the same pose or do the same pose as everyone else, you're probably gonna get drowned in the sea of stuff that pops up on Instagram. Another optional thing that you might want to have is a selfie stick and a tripod, but that can wait. It can wait at the end. Some of us have long arms that can do the job. So the contacts are truly optional also, but it really depends on the character. So for example, Levi, I have pale eyes, but even with my pale eyes, I cannot pull Levi's gaze. I really need the white-ish contacts to pull him off. It really depends on the character, of how you look. There are so many facts, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter as much as weight or hate or whatever. Nothing matters, okay? It's just, it doesn't matter. The point of cosplay is costume and play. So you have to have the costume and you have to play the character. So it doesn't matter if it's accurate about height or weight or whatever, but I really love accuracy. I'm gonna say that. I love accuracy in the sense that for the costume, you can be very accurate. For the play, you can be very accurate. For the makeup, you can be very accurate, but it has nothing to do with weight, color of skin, eyes, whatever. It doesn't matter. Your skills matter. That is all, okay? And most of all, the skills don't even matter. The fun matters. But keep in mind that cosplay is costume and play. That's the point, okay? The other thing you will need is a social network. So I'm gonna say that when I started, I used Instagram and World Cosplay. But when I started, Instagram wasn't absolutely flooded with people. It was still not as used as it is right now. So Instagram is very important in the sense that it's a visual social media. So in my opinion, that's the one you should start with. Obviously, use hashtags, you have to have engagement. Facebook might help you too, but you're gonna have to interact a lot with other pages. TikTok is amazing for cosplay. Unfortunately, when I started, there wasn't TikTok. There wasn't even stories on Instagram, so I had to post videos as kind of stories, stupid stuff. I remember this video of me spraying Windex as Levi. Anyways, other story. And YouTube also is very great. Obviously, you're on this channel. So that's pretty much it for social media. You're gonna need to use it, but you're also gonna need to post regularly, and because I was posting regularly every evening at 9 p.m. for the first year and something, and my Instagram basically exploded. I deleted it at 18K because I got overwhelmed. So don't let that happen to you. So for the challenges that you might face, so you will have a lot. You will get compared, it will be toxic, and you might have some sort of identity crisis and jealousy creeping on you. As an example, I was being compared a lot to Dandelion. I can't remember what their name is now, but I was compared a lot. This cosplayer does it better, and this one does it better, and this one does it better in a way, and blah. It's annoying. It's not fun for the cosplayer. I always wanted to be on the same ground as the others. I really didn't want to be compared. I really wanted to see what everyone was bringing to the plate, and that was my point. That was my fun in cosplay. But as much as Instagram grew, my passion for it diminished because it was getting toxic in that sense that you were getting compared, number of likes, number of followers, and so much that at some point it happened to you too. Like, you would start to compare yourself, and that's bad. Also, if you enter this world and you're in some sort of depressive state, or you have an anxiety disorder, just be very careful. You could end up having the worst identity crisis and just hating yourself even more. You're gonna crave the likes, crave the numbers. You're gonna want to have a certain amount of followers to match what someone else has. It's gonna become an unhealthy social media addiction, and it's very important to not fall into that. Another thing is, in cosplay, cons are very expensive. Cons as in conventions. You might not get to afford to go to them, and you might even get yourself to be poor to go to them.
So just be careful about that. Consider it also cosplay itself is very expensive. If you cosplay, if you buy wigs, if you buy the stuff,
it's a lot of money. Even if you build, it's a lot of money. So you're entering this with a goal in mind. It's to have fun and play, not be the absolute best when you start, not grow super fast, otherwise you're gonna ruin yourself. So it's sad sometimes because you get to see your friends that go to conventions, but you don't get to go because you cannot afford to travel that much. And also, some of us have families, some of us are older, we have bills, responsibilities, so we're not able to afford it as often. Also, we don't have the time as much. So that's why I'm not posting often either, because I have a life, I have passions, I love to draw, I play ukulele, I do other things. So I don't want to do all the time cosplay. There's the garbage truck on my left. It's making a lot of noise. So what it will bring you? Actually, it's gonna bring you a lot of amazing friendships. It's not toxic all the time, obviously. It's actually very rarely toxic. It's the most amazing passion that you could have. And also, I saw some people falling in love through this, through cosplay, through conventions, through meeting each other, through stalking each other. It's a beautiful hobby, to be honest, and I really truly hope that you're gonna enjoy it. And it's basically just costume and play. You play the character that you love, you get to be someone else for a day, you get to unhook from your life, you get to just be yourself. It's amazing. You develop crafting skills, you could become famous, you could make money. God knows there are so many ways to make money with cosplay, but it's just such an enriching activity, and it brought me so much. It saved me in so many ways. It made me sad also many times, but it's just something I always go back to. It has a special place in my heart. It's also something I did with my father for a while, and it just made me so happy, and now I have those memories, those cosplay photos. I know that he was with me on the lake at -40 as I was wearing the tiniest sheets of clothes for cosplay, and he was there with me. Anyways, on this note, I really hope you liked this video. I'm gonna share more if you want. Just let me know what you would like to see more of in the comments, and I will read them all, I will reply, and I will keep posting every month. I try to be there every month, and I will also try to post more often if I have the time. So thank you for watching.